Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up, y'all? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Shared Experience. My name is Malcolm. It's so nice to sit here and speak with you again. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you can see, what's coming up, what's going on, what we doing, what we talking about, all that good stuff. And to those who already subscribed, thank you. If you just are watching for the first time, thank you. Either way, it's such a pleasure and an honor to sit here with you and have these conversations. So today, I want to talk about 6 ways to practice gratitude on a daily. So not just like on a certain holiday, not like just like on Thanksgiving or on New Year's Eve or on just specific days. I'm talking about gratitude in your daily practice, in your daily life. And just as a sidebar, I am very aware that some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving for very like historical reasons, and I totally respect and acknowledge that. So to those people, happy November 26th, happy Thursday, happy day of being alive. And yeah, I just want to say that. But let's jump into this video. So the first way that I'd like to encourage you to practice gratitude is wake up and say thank you. I heard Oprah say that a few years ago. I'm a big fan of like podcasts, and I'm a huge Super Soul Sunday fan. I think that was one of the things that kind of started me on this like path of positivity and like just changing my whole mindset, because I had some challenges in life and it was really helpful. And she said the first thing that she does when she wakes up in the morning is she just says thank you. And I've practiced that since I heard her say that for like a few years, and it really does change your perception of waking up, because we didn't have to. And that may sound corny or simple or whatever, but it's actually quite profound. You could have not made it to see this day. You could have not opened your eyes. There are people who go to sleep and never wake back up, or there are people who maybe wake up to a heart attack or to I don't want to put any negative juju out there, but you did not have to. You are not owed anything in this world. You did not have to wake up. So to wake up with that feeling of thank God, thank you, universe, thank you, Buddha, or anything that you believe, just even no person addressing it, just thank you, whatever the powers may be, for waking me up this morning. That can change your whole day, because you're already starting with gratitude, and gratitude is the what? Right attitude. Keep that in mind. So the next thing I want to say that is a bit of a challenge for some, and it's very easy for others, but necessary and helpful either way. Write out your blessings. Take a moment. If you've never done this, this will blow your mind. And if you've done it many times, it's still gonna feel great. So I don't see why not, but write your blessings. Why? You take a piece of paper, or you even take the notes on your phone. It doesn't really matter. Like, you can pull out your phone and just be like, it might start out the most ridiculous things. If you can't think of too many things, and that's okay, no judgment. It could be, well, like I just said, I woke up this morning. Then it could be, I have my health. I have enough money to pay my rent. I have enough food in the fridge to make it through the day, because there's someone out there that does not have that. Like, literally take stock of everything that you have. We all have things that we lack, but if you take a moment to acknowledge all the things that you have, it will change your perception, and you might switch from a lack place. When you live in a place of lack, you're always seeing the glass half empty. And that's a choice, but I find that life is way more beautiful and much easier to deal with and more fulfilling when we see it as, well, at least I have half a glass of water. If I was in a desert, I wouldn't even have that. So just take a moment and write as long of a list as you like. It could be long or short, but just write blessings. And the process of doing that, you will notice you will feel happier. You can't be upset and grateful at the same time. That's a fact. Try it. You could be mad as hell. You could be very, very angry. You could be so upset, but you will not keep that same. You will be calmer by the time you finish writing down your list of things you're grateful for. It's just a natural, because you're having to think about, what am I thankful for, and your mind shifts from that anger or that frustration or whatever negative emotion you're experiencing to a place of like, well, at least, I do have friends, or at least I do have clothing. At least I do have heat that works in my house. Like, it would blow your mind. I highly encourage it. The next thing I'll say is take care of what you currently have. That is another way of showing gratitude that we don't always think about. I think if you're the type of person who constantly has to get new things, and again, no judgment. I'm saying if, I've had this water bottle, for example. I've had this water bottle for probably a couple of years at this point. Now, granted, it's not like moldy or nasty. I wash it. I take care of it. And that is because I really like the color. I really like the amount that it holds. It holds a lot of water, and it brings me joy. So I take care of it. Why do I say this? Is because when you take care of your things, the universe is more willing to give you more things, because you take care and appreciate the simple things that you already have. Now, if I was like, F this water bottle, I hate this water bottle, and just throw it everywhere, and it looks all janky and dirty and nasty, and that sends a message to the universe that I don't really appreciate things. And obviously this can be changed into a relationship, a friendship, a job, anything in your life. And I'm not saying you're supposed to like everything. You're gonna have those things that you just don't enjoy or you don't really like that much. But we'll get into that later. That's another point. But yes, I do think waking up in the morning, and I'm pointing to my bed, waking up in the morning and making up your bed because you have one, right? Making up in the morning and, maybe folding your clothes because you have clothing. There's someone out here that does not have clothing. Or waking up and, cleaning your bathroom because you have running water. Like, it's like little things like that send a message to you and to the universe that it's like, well, I take pride in my possessions, and I'm so blessed to have these things. Someone out there wishes they had a bathroom to clean. You might have a raggedy old car, but it gets you from A to B. There's a person that was dying to have anything, a bike, a scooter, a skateboard to get from A to B. So never curse or downplay your possessions or the things in your life, because that sends a message. Yeah? The next thing I want to say is, if you've heard everything I've said thus far and you're like, I don't really know, and I'm not judging you. I really am not. I'm being like your friend, right? I'm just being honest with you. You're like, I don't have anything I'm grateful for right now. I don't know of anybody that I can thank or be, happy about. Then maybe try listening to other people. When we take a moment to disconnect from ourselves, which we all love to talk about ourselves, right? We all are like, I'm doing this and I'm going through this and I'm in this kind of phase, right? But when you take a moment to listen to another person and not wait to listen, but like actively listen and process the things that are being said to you, you will hear things and appreciate your life more. What do I mean? Somebody may be going through a challenge that you have no concept of in your personal life. Like, my lights are going to get shut off and I don't know how I'm going to pay it. And you have your own challenges as well, but you paid your electric bill yesterday. And this person is sitting here and they're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay it and I'm going to be in the dark. I'm behind on my light bill. That will immediately set up more gratitude in your brain, where you're like, wow, I didn't even know, like, I can't even imagine that because I just paid my bill. I don't know what that feels like. So empathy and gratitude are very connected, right? that is something to really think about. If you take more time to not just think about what's wrong in your life and take a little bit more listening to others and trying to help others, and I'm not saying maybe you don't have the money to pay that person's light bill. I'm not saying go out and sacrifice your own life and your own livelihood. I'm saying just taking that time to listen and care about someone else is creating more care for you in the universe. It's creating more room for compassion in your life. And, honestly, like God's good grace or the will of the universe will act more favorably for you because you care about people other than yourself. So taking that time to listen will easily write out your list of blessings if you were having a hard time with that. And I think I touched on this, but say thank you to someone in your life. Saying thank you. So being a good listener is phenomenal. That's a wonderful way to like get out of your own way and like kind of see you will see very clearly like, wow, well, I do have this and this person doesn't even have, like you see it real clear. When you say thank you to someone, it is so powerful. Do you realize that some people have such a hard time saying thank you? You could bend over backwards. You could scale a building and paint it red and put the Batman signal in the sky for them and get an airplane to say, I love you, this person. And like you could do everything right for this person, everything with very good intentions, and they just are incapable of saying thank you. But when you take that initiative to say, you know what, thank you for helping me, thank you for blessing me, thank you for, whether that's to God or to your friends or to your family or to your kids or to your animals, just thank you for being my companion. When you are saying thank you and acknowledging like the effect that this other being has had on you, it is life changing. It will change your life because you would not, if you're grateful for someone, you are much less likely to be disrespectful to them because you are grateful for them. But when a person is disrespecting you left and right, they don't appreciate. We have all heard this on television and conversations. They don't appreciate what I do. Feeling a lack of appreciation, feeling like unappreciated is like the most painful feeling. So the opposite of that, giving appreciation and giving validation and giving thanks to another person can make their whole day just turn rainbow. It can make somebody go from a bad day to like, wow, I didn't even know. Because most of the time that is the response. I didn't even know you felt like that. I'm so glad that I was able to help you. It's like we want this world to be better, right? We want to have a happier, healthier, more just more beautiful place. When you give people good energy, because we give people lots of energy when they do wrong by us, when they do what we don't want them to do, we will say it. We will yell at you, curse at you, throw shoes. We make that very clear. But we need to actually give more energy to when they do something right and say, you did great. That dinner you made was so good. Thank you. The card that you wrote me was so beautiful. Thank you. Whatever it is, just saying thank you. You held the door open. Oh my God, thank you. Like it is profound when you start to notice the things people do for you and the things that people do with good intentions. Even if the dinner sucked, thank you for cooking. Thank you for doing this for me with my intentions, with my well-being in your mind, because the intention was good. So when we take a moment to do that, I really believe that can change lives. And the last thing, and not at all least important, is when you want new things, bless what you currently have first. Why do I say that? I think I also touched on this, but I want to really make it clear. I think I read in a book, Steve Harvey wrote a book, right? It was called Jump. I want to say it was called Jump. And it was about like just taking a risk and being, fearless and like going after your dreams, because if you don't know Steve Harvey's story, it is a quite inspiring one. Like many others before him, but it is a very inspiring one. Like, he's been homeless and all these different things. He said about his mom, he said that he constantly complained when he was younger that he wanted a new car. And his mom said to him, well, you must not want it that bad. And he was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, that garage looks a mess. And that's such a funny, to me, a very funny story, but it actually makes a lot of sense. We can't want something without doing the work to get that thing, to prepare ourselves and create room. He said, I didn't have space. The garage didn't, where was I going to put this car? I want this new car, but there's junk piled up over here, and you have a brand new car in this raggedy garage. Who wants to park a car in a really not attractive garage? So it's like, it's very much a great metaphor. It's a great symbol. Like, you want a new relationship, but you don't love on yourself. You want more money, but you're not willing to do anything different. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to try something different to get something different. And you can't say, I want a new apartment, but I hate this one. Well, that hatred is felt, and it's a frequency you're sending out to the universe, like hate, hate, hate. So the next apartment, yeah, you'll get a new one, but then next you'll find something to hate about that too. So you're on this frequency of what I don't like and what I dislike and what I hate. And even if it's, I could give you a million examples. I don't like these clothes. I don't like this haircut. I don't like this. Bless what you have. Bless the thing first. Marie Kondo does that too with like her like cleaning up. The Japanese lady, I love her. She cleans up people's houses and she says, let's bless our belongings first. We don't say, get this piece of crap away from me. You say, thank you for your service. I'm done with you. You brought me joy, and now I release you. She's talking about material things, but that is just the high level of gratitude that this woman possesses. And she teaches this so that you appreciate everything, every dollar, every possession you come into. You appreciate it, and it creates this beautiful just appreciation. I don't think there's anybody in this world that wants to appreciate less, right? Don't we all want to feel more grateful? When you feel more grateful, you're happier, you're more satisfied by life, you're more full, like things taste better, music sounds better, you interact, your frequency with other people, they actually like you more when you're grateful for the time they've spent with you. No one wants to be around a person that's like, you're late, and I don't like your outfit, and you didn't pay for half the dinner, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that. Like when you're constantly negating people, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna run away from you. Like, get away from me. Like, you're killing my spirit. So what happens when you are thanking them and grateful for them, and not just others, but yourself, the universe? When you are thanking God for everything in your life, what do you think God is gonna do? Give you more beautiful things to be thankful for, because that is your frequency. That is how you operate. I'm talking with my hands. Y'all have to excuse me. I get caught up sometimes, but I'm going to leave that there. Happy Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Happy November 26th. Happy day. Happy life. Happy everything. I wish you all the best. I pray that this video greets you and finds you in the best way. And I hope it resonated with you in some way. And I just thank you so much for listening. I thank you for just sitting here with me. And yeah, I'll see you next week. So y'all be good.